Good morning, everybody. This is Yin Yang with Morsels of a Thought, number 1161. It is the Thursday, March 7th of 2024. Let me get this straight here. I am going to read to you from Fein and Sherrie Schneider, The Rules Handbook, a guide to creating loving and lasting relationships. Today we are on day, did I just forget what day we were on? Uh-oh. Day 114. Sorry. Day 114. You are not his mother. Not his mother is the name of this paragraph. Not his mother. Some women make the mistake of acting like, is it one paragraph? Yeah. Some women make the mistake of acting like their husband's mother, constantly critiquing him privately and even publicly. They tell him what to do and what to eat. They chide him for talking with his mouth full. They say, I don't like how you handled that, or I can't believe you're wearing that. They are respectful or downright rude and then wonder why their husbands avoid them. Half the time, these women don't even realize they're being critical. They are unconscious, lower self. Compliment your husband or say nothing, higher self. You are not his mother and he's not your project. Interestingly, my mother immigrated to this country and she had divorced my natural father. And one thing she knew how to say in her English, her limited English vocabulary was mama's boy. She knew the term mama's boy. I think she had talked to enough people to have somebody tell her that's what it was called, that her ex-husband had been a mama's boy. And then my first few relationships, I managed to do the same things. Oh, let me say hi to Liz Roscantara, Marty Blue, and John Clark. How could I forget? And Susan O'Dean, and Deanna McNichols, and Margaret Townsend, and Candace Richardson Solomon, and everybody who comes on, Tess Hulick, and that's about all I can think of right now. Either way, I still want to figure out more about my setup. But anyway, as I was saying, the thing about Mama's Boys is that somebody once finally told me when I was about 35, they all are, honey. They all are. And that was news to me. The first time I managed to discover a strange relationship between my ex-boyfriend, at that time current boyfriend, and his mother was the way she talked to him. And here's another hint. I was told somewhere along the way that when you speak to him in exactly the way his mother speaks to him, he's more likely to do what you want him to do. So at least manage to understand her style. Her style. For example, some mothers will say, "What is the matter with you?" And that's rather abusive. But there are mothers who say, "And I think what you're doing is baloney," and they would say it in exactly that placid sort of voice. So what you want to do is remember, he is not your project. Remember, you should never consider replacing his mother, even if he asks you to, because somewhere along the way, he will resent you if you really do. That is my belief, that he will resent you if you actually do replace his mother, even if he asks you to. Now, I had a creepy ex. I won't say it, but anyway. Anyway, there are good exes and bad exes out there. You have to understand which is which and try to understand why you broke up. But also remember that most of the time it's because we did not have the rules as a guideline for the guidelines for how to handle a relationship. Handling relationships is all in here. This is the rules for everyone. That should have been the title, but I guess they might not have sold as many books if they hadn't called it The Rules Handbook, a guide to creating loving and lasting relationships. Okay, well, the cats are settled down and there is no more kicking of the tripod. Is there anything else I wanted to say to you about that? I don't think so. I think it's just make sure that you don't act like you're his mother. And there is one more thing. Never embarrass your husband publicly. Even though you may be steaming and fuming, you may actually consider asking him, come on, would you mind? I need to talk to you in a corner somewhere and say, do you know you're making me very mad? You can talk to him that way, but never embarrass him publicly. A man would feel emasculated, and those are the men that cheat. Those are the ones that really would want to cheat. And we don't have cheaters because we respect our men, we respect our people, we respect ourselves. Mostly we are our higher self pretty much at all times. If you want to be your lower self, go to your women friends, your 5 or 6 women friends, and they say that um, they say that couples, men tend to have one friend, and they might not even know their last name, or because they work out at the gym together. And then women tend to have about 5 or 6 friends, so that's a good thing. Okay, I'll talk to you later. That's my left hand. Old Kinderhook.